So, Dumb and Dumber here randomly decided to turn the White House into a goddamn dealership, a Tesla dealership. And I'm not even joking. That's not even me being me exaggerating. That they literally did that, and they even referred to it as that, which is illegal. It's actually illegal. And they decided to drive around, and they thought they were being cute in fucking Leon. My uncle calls him Leon. DeLeon. Who's Leon? DeLeon Musk guy. DeLeon. So you might hear me referring to him as DeLeon, because I think that sounds way more diva anyways. And yeah, so they decided to drive around in DeLeon's stupid little electronic little speaker cars or whatever, little cheese grater cars. And then after that, I'm gonna get to a Tesla. What is it? It's Tesla. Wait. Oh my god. I hate when Donald calls something and then everybody starts going with it and he like invents this thing, but I genuinely forgot which one it was, because they both sound the same. But anyways, Tesla. I don't want Donald to take any credit for anything else anymore. So they decided to drive this little Tesla. Oh yeah, so after this, I'm going to play for you my favorite Tesla review in the whole entire universe. It's and said by one of my favorite men, my favorite guys in the whole entire face of the earth, the whole universe. Okay, but for now, let's watch these dumbasses.
This is a different time. Everything's computer.
Everything's computer.
Everything's computer.
Now, I slowed down. I made a big deal out of that part because, remember, everything's computer. He thinks it's so great. Oh, wow, that's impressive, right? And now, a real genius motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't even talked about how bad the Teslas are.
You own a Tesla?
Well, unfortunately, the only reason
The Woz. You know, I had named Fez Woz when I first got him. His name was Wozniak, and it was Woz. And then I named him Fezco and Fez. And then, well, when I named him Woz, though, the day I got him, there were these neighbors walking by, and they're like, "Oh, what's his name?" And I was like, "Oh, his name is Woz," like Wozniak. And then, you know, I forgot I saw those neighbors, and then I named him Fez. And then weeks later, I heard them go, "Hey, Woz," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I named him Woz." That's how much I love Steve Wozniak, you guys. There's no pure soul on the face of this earth. Listen to his review. This is not him talking shit. He doesn't have that capability. He is giving a genuine review right now.
Tesla, I got in early. I wanted to be part of the electronic car revolution early on, going from mechanical to electric. And every step up where they changed things in the car, it got worse and worse and worse. And now it is just miserable for user interface. Coming from Apple, user interface, the way you deal with technology is the most important thing in the world to me, and Tesla is the worst in the world at that. Everything is moded. Where to look for the time of day on the screen. It'll change depending what mode you're in, and the modes hide things that aren't there, and your finger knows how to get them. And I can't use, and the buttons that are supposed to go through your 6 favorite channels don't work if it's satellite radio channels. It will work for 20 minutes until you stop the car, or after 20 minutes, it loses it.
He is such a teacher. I have an aunt, okay, she's a kindergarten teacher. Well, she's retired now. She just retired, well, probably like a couple years ago, but she's been a kindergarten teacher my whole life, and she's just like this. Like, when I first saw this guy, I was like, oh my god, it's my aunt Raina, because she would do just a teacher, this is like elementary school teacher, because she would go, oh, I remember when it cost a nickel. And he does that, it's just watch.
Loses it and won't step that way. And the method to bring up your favorites on the screen that you can select, you have to hit this one button called favorites. 3 times it took me 13 tries, sometimes 12 tries, sometimes 8. It takes so many tries hitting one button.
12, sometimes 8.
In your jiggly car, and it just doesn't work. Tesla actually might have heard my complaints. I'd go down to the Tesla centers for 7 years, the Tesla Service Center. Here's this problem. Look at it. Here, I'll demonstrate it. I'll make it work. Somebody.
This bitch just said 7 years like that, like if it was just a weekend. Oh, they might have heard my complaints. You know, I went to the Tesla service center for 7 years. 7 years.
Somebody should tell Tesla, should pass the word up so Tesla engineers know what to do. And he said Tesla doesn't talk to us at a Tesla service center.
Bitch.
And I'm just sick of that company. The support is so ridiculous. So they did recently have an upgrade that fixed hitting that little button called favorites that brings up my 6 favorite channels so I can tap one of them. And as soon as I tap it, they all disappear. Nothing makes sense in that car intuitively. I mean, I cop stopped my wife once and wanted her insurance. He'd never seen this yoke steering wheel with buttons up and down for left and right. I don't even know why they didn't put them left and right, but up and down. And he looked at all her problems, why she didn't signal a turn. And when you're already turning, you can't find the buttons.
Hey, wait a minute. Does he mean for the signals are up and down? Leon, the fuck were you thinking there? You're like, oh, this is gonna be so revolutionary. Let's put it up and down so nobody knows which side is which. They'll have to memorize it. What the fuck? That's crazy.
For the turn signal. And then he asked for her insurance. She said, do you have 5 minutes? What? Huh? It was kind of a new Tesla with the newer software. There's no button for the glove box. You have to go searching in. What? Huh? It was kind of a new Tesla with the newer software. There's no button for the glove box. You have to go searching in menus until you stumble into finding it. It's horrible.
What?
Your data, dumbass.
Do not come.
Oh my god. I love him. I fucking love him. Okay, no joke, like, he's so, it's crazy to me how many people don't know who he is, but I kind of love that they don't, because that's kind of what he wants. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you some fun facts about him, okay, just to help you love him as much as I do. So, first of all, he is the person who invented computers as we know it, with the keyboard and mouse and the screen, everything. Computers as we know it today. This guy basically built it with he did with his bare hands. I think, was it Xerox or IBM? I think IBM actually had the idea, because, the computers, the internet was like this huge machine at UCLA or whatever. And I think IBM had invented a type of computer, but Woz is the one who invented the keyboard, like that whole setup with his bare hands. No joke. Like, just wires. Like, he deserves credit for that. And another thing he invented with his bare motherfucking hands was the goddamn iPhone. Like, literally, like, he invented, he deserves all the I don't want to say all the credit for, like, a lot of things that, software stuff, like JavaScript kind of stuff, like, maybe not everything, but, like, the actual build, he deserves so much credit. Wait, I'm gonna get to another invention, because he's an inventor. I love inventors. Okay, here's another fact that will get you, I'll give you a better idea of what kind of person he is, okay? He is a Segway polo enthusiast. Do you guys know what Segways are? You know those fucking, like Mall Cop, those, what are they? They're like they have two-wheeled scooters? He loves Segways, okay? Him and his wife, they fucking go Segway. Like, no joke, he's in I guess they play polo. It's like a world, like a nationwide or a global sport or something, but he plays polo, Segway polo. He invented, like, the blue boxes, or maybe that's a different thing. I think I get that confused with the Segway thing, but so the first computer one of the first computers he made in, like, college or something, he named it the cream soda computer, because it was just his favorite drink at the time. And okay, let's see. Okay, so he suffers from prosopagnosia. Okay, this bitch. He can't remember people's faces. You should see him. He's on Steve-O. You know Steve-O from Jackass? He's on Steve-O's podcast. Oh my god, it's gold. It's hilarious. It is so fucking hilarious, because he talks about all this, and he talked about, like, having this, what is this? Whatever this is, like, with his wife, and he couldn't, like recognize his wife for the longest time. I don't know. It's really funny. I gotta check it out. Okay, and then he was a teacher. He was an elementary school teacher. Okay, bitch. He fucking, after he made his money and everything, after Apple everything, so like sometime in the 90s, like in the late 90s, he actually became a school teacher. I think it was like 6th grade or something, but he was so into like, what can I do to make like kids want to learn, like genuinely make learning fun? And you know him, like, just by his style from that video alone, like he completes tasks like, I don't know, it starts from the heart, but then he completes them like strategy wise, and he gets like, I don't know, he's very he's like kind of like a Aspergery or like autistic-y or something. Anyways, let's see. Okay, there's like 3 things I'm waiting. Okay, well, okay, here's so he is usually the first person in line every time Apple releases like a new major product, and he even camps out like the night before and everything. Okay, like he's the first in line, and he just like mingles with other people. I mean, he said he can get the product easily, but he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that like billionaire feeling. He's like, because it makes him feel like I didn't do the work for this. So he just wants to go out and be like real people. See, so he likes to easily the project in advance, but he insists on waiting in line like the others because he just feels like he doesn't deserve anything special. And he just wants to rather be genuine, like a real person. And I love that. And another thing is that Wozniak is no billionaire. Intentionally. He is of all the tech people, you know, you would think the guy who created iPhone with his hands, makes sure he's not a billionaire. He feels so uncomfortable. When he gets like too much money, he literally like donates it and stuff. So I think he's at like 140 million, and as long as he's comfortable, and he definitely has a lot to, it's not just saying that because he actually has a lot to show proof of that. And he's just such an amazing man. He just cares for the kids. He cares for the children. You know, the very first computer he ever invented was like the first computer ever invented. And he wanted to donate it to the school. I don't know if it was his school or a different school, but he wanted to donate it to the kids. Like, he just thought like, and Steve Jobs, I never fucking liked Steve Jobs, okay? Steve Jobs is the guy who fucking walks all over people and takes the credit for other people's shit. He was a fucking prick. He was dirty, whatever. I didn't like Steve Jobs, never have. I'm envious of his like leadership skills and like how the fuck he can just take advantage of people and just fuck other people. I'm envious of like him being a prick and being like a successful from that. And you know, Woz of all people can say the worst things about him. Like, he of all people he knows of it and like deserves it, but he would never. No joke. Like, even when people are like, oh, Woz, what about, you know, that time, like people who have been around them, like that time, you know, Steve did this to you or whatever, Jobs did this to you, and he kind of just looks down. He's like, yeah, but you know, we're best friends. Like, he's just so fucking nice. So anyways, he wanted to donate that computer to the school, and Steve Jobs didn't like that. He didn't like that idea. He said, well, then you're gonna have to pay for it. You're gonna have to pay for it then. And Woz just kind of rolled his eyes. And he's like, I mean, okay, whatever, fine then. I'll pay for it. Fuck it, I'll pay for it. That's how badly I want to give it to the kids, and he did. And I just think I mean, the fact that he took it like oh stop, instead of being like, yo, dude, like, what the or whatever. I just love Steve Wozniak. Okay, and this is the last thing that I mean, there's so many fun facts. You should watch that Steve-O thing because I'll link it because it's just gold. It's just pure gold. There's just so many things he says, and like, he wants to impress Steve-O because he knows Steve-O is like from Jackass, and he's like, you know, like cusses a lot in like drinks and does stunts, and so Woz comes in there with like a box of things to try to impress Steve-O, and it's the purest, most innocent things you can ever imagine. But he's like going about it like, right? Like, this is rebellious, right? And Steve-O's just like cracking up because he's like, okay, the main thing about Woz is that he only gets a 10% discount at Apple. The way that him and Steve-O even like got like met or whatever, the Steve-O needed a new phone. Oh, they were at Dancing with the Stars. They were both. This is fucking hilarious. This is like a Dennis Rodman all over again. So they were both on Dancing with the Stars, and Steve was like, "Oh, I need a new iPhone," and Woz was like, "Oh, I know. We can go together, and I can we can get my 10% discount." And Steve was like, I am not going to miss out on this. I got to get in on this. So they go and get the iPhone, and and they don't recognize him. Nobody does. And the guy at the Apple store is like, "Oh, what's your employee number?" And he goes, 1. And everyone's like cracking up, and like the guy's thinking he's fucking with them. He's like, "I'm the first employee. Just type in 1. That's my employee." It's just the way he goes. He's just so funny. He's so great. Amazing, amazing man. I fucking love Wozniak. And he's been talking shit on Tesla for years. Like, I remember a long time. This is probably like, I want to say 5 or 6 years, but knowing my timeline is probably like 10 years ago. But he was at some event similar to this one, and they were trying to get him to, they were like, "Oh yeah, I heard you were talking shit on Tesla." And he goes, "Oh, well, I don't like to be duped." That was the end of that. And then people are like, okay. Like, he's just so like, "Yeah, well, I didn't like that." And it was just, he's just so nice. And I love Wozniak. I fucking love that he went to Tesla Service Center for 7 years. I did, no doubt about it. Like, guarantee that that's the truth. Like, oh my god, my stomach like hurts from laughing at it all. He's just so funny. He's got this thing with $2 bills. Just watch the Steve-O podcast, because it's seriously like, it's like a good wholesome laugh. And I just love Wozniak, and I should put a big old poster of him up in the studio. Or what is this, my office today? I'm in my studio today. But I get a new studio every day. But maybe I should do a statue, like a Greek statue of him or something. I don't know, but I hope that you opened up to Woz as much as I have. I hope that I opened a door for you. And also, I didn't even realize it was on this. Okay, so I apparently, this is some Kanye shit. Tesla logo is the KKK. The resemblance, so funny. The KKK things, it's like not funny because it's like insanely scary and stupid, but like it's funny at the same time. Anyways, Wozniak, I just love that man. Hopefully, how that sticker says, "Be the person your dog thinks you are"? That's Wozniak's like life in a nutshell. Like, that is who he is. And I love that. Anyways, thanks for coming to the show today, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of stuff coming up. It depends, I've been sinking into a pretty deep depression. That's kind of why I haven't been around lately, but I'm not a depressed person. I've never been depressed, so I'm like, when I realized I was getting depressed, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I gotta pull myself up, because I've never been actually depressed before. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just, I guess, trying to make these videos to like help me, I guess. This is my helping hand to pull myself out of the the mud. I want to say quicksand, but I guess I would say pit. So we'll see how well that does, because let me tell you, I get sad, I get super bummed out. I'm an extreme person, but I have never been genuinely depressed. Okay, I've been in mental hospitals. I've even been in a mental institution one time, like 8 months or something, and I've seen manic depressed people, and I've seen people just genuinely depressed, and I'm nothing like that. I'm like, that's some deep shit. Like, from then on, like, I can't ever say I'm depressed until I get there. And just recently, I'm 35 now, maybe 36. God, I hope I'm 34. I don't know. I haven't celebrated a birthday since Kyoki died, but it was a few years, but sometime during Kyoki's life. But I actually hit that road mark, and it's some real shit, man. But I'm writing a book, and I'll have this maybe YouTube channel, and then I'll be a public speaker, and you guys can pay $12,000 each to come see me, come hear me talk, and I could do probably 20 speeches a year to live comfortably, and that's my goal. And I hope that I'm a role model for you, because yes, bitch, you better follow that goal too. 20 fucking days a year to work to live comfortably. Sign me up. Bye.